All right, good morning. How does everybody? Oh, that's a lot of voice. We're good? We're just kind of good? How about really good? Yeah. Good morning, my friends. Shabbat Shalom. Bonjour. Right? It's good to be back. 3 weeks. I don't think I've missed the park for 3 weeks, like ever, unless we were shut down because of COVID. So it feels good to be back. How are my subs? Did you get some good yoga? Yeah? Good. Do you have sound in the back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me in the back? Give me like a wave, yeah? Yeah. Okay, good. Yep, so we're all set. Sound check good. Let's get on our feet. Good morning. So we're going to open our feet a little wide toward the back of the mat. Just step back a little bit. Soften the knees. Just kind of feel a little weight in your feet. That's it. And keep the knees a little bit soft so that you feel like you're sitting back into your heels. And then take a deep breath and reach your arms way up over your head. Good. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Just get used to that feeling of breathing and moving. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bring it back down. Last one, right here. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release. We'll move on a little. Inhale, arms come back up. Hook your thumbs together, spread your fingers wide. Now straighten your legs, draw your tailbone down, and take a little stretch. Oh, go to the right. You guys are going that way. Yeah. Yeah. Now, as you're bending to the right, can you send your hips out to the left? Try to draw the tailbone down so that you don't have your booty sticking out. There's no back bend here. It's a side bend. You want to neutralize and then go lateral. Yeah. That's it. And then inhale, come back up. Switch the hooking of your thumbs. Let's go the other way. Yep. I like this playlist. It's happy. It's kind of happy. Hips out a little bit to the right. Get that good stretch in the side body. And then come on up. Good. Release your arms back down. Let's move a little. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Hold right in. Hold all the way down. Yeah. Then lift halfway. Inhale. Let's walk out into plank. Walk the hands forward. Line your body up. Now we're going to hold here and just create some integration. The hands are going to push down and in. Hopefully that makes your chest activate. And pull the belly to the spine for support. And straighten your legs a little bit. Feel the strength in the front of the legs. Lots of support. That's it. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, lower down to the belly. Take it all the way down. And then inhale, cobra pose. A little back bend. Keep the hips on the ground. Let the spine curl up. The crown of the head lifts. Squeeze your elbows back, your shoulder blades back. And then release it. Let go. Tuck your toes, pull in your belly. Let's go all the way back to down dog. We push down as the hips rise high. And I want you to feel the down and the up. So you're pushing your hands. It kind of makes your whole pose move back. You're not leaning into the hands. You're pushing the mat away from you, making the arms a little longer, making the legs a little straighter. Let's take one more breath. And then just look at your hands. Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Bring them right up to the top. Bring them together. And then lift halfway. Exhale, fold. With a flat back, we'll rise all the way to standing. Lift the head and chest. Start to reach the arms up. This time, pull the hands right to the heart center. All right. How are we doing? So far, so good? All right. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, forward fold. Fold right in. Good. Lift halfway. Inhale. Let's go to plank and lower on the same exhale this time. So we integrate and then we take it down onto the belly. Inhale for cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Again, making the most of the movements in your down dog. Pushing back, lifting from the pit of the belly, like that lowest part of the belly below the navel, pulling up and in. Everything that we do should create a little more lightness in the pose. Let's take one more breath. Push back a little, and then look forward, and we'll walk our feet right up to the top. Good. Some of you have a little hop there. It's cute. Let's lift halfway. Exhale and fold. With a flat back, rise up. That's it. Reach up high to the sky, and then pull your hands to your heart. Let's turn it up. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips, reach your arms. But don't hold your breath just because we hold the pose. Challenge yourself. Check your foundation. Can you feel some weight in the toes and in the center of the heel? And then sit a little deeper. Yeah, I knew that you could. Now we're going to push through our feet and come all the way back up to standing. Take a nice long, tall stretch at the top, and then hands to heart. All right, inhale, chair pose again. Bend your knees, sink your hips, and then exhale, fold right in. Head down. Lift halfway on the inhale. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Both feet go back, lower down slowly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog and into your first lunge. So right foot steps up. Let's stay on the left toes and find high crescent lunge. So lift the back heel. We're up on the toes. Yeah. This looks pretty good. Let's drop our arms down by our sides. Okay, now straighten your right knee. Stay on the back toes, but straighten the front leg. Everything feels a little stiff, but get even taller. Lift the chest, draw the head back. Lean a little weight so you feel it in the toes of the back foot. Now take your arms all the way back up overhead. Reach up from the side waist. Reach up like all the energy is going up, 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 up from the pelvic floor all the way to the fingertips. Now stay in all of those positions except for the front knee. Bend the right knee. Go as deep as you can. Oh, there you go. There's your lunge. Take a deep breath, and then let's take a flow. Hands down, step back, and lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, the left foot's going to step up. You'll stay on the right toes. Yeah, slower is harder. Reach the arms up over the head. Find your high crescent. Just see what that feels like. Remember what this lunge feels like. And then we're just going to play with it. We're going to refine the work. So drop your arms for a second so we get rid of the drama. And then straighten the left leg. Let yourself feel like you're standing tall. Shoulders back, head up, chest up. Feel weight on the toes of your right foot. From here, the arms go up. We reach out of the lower belly, all the way up through the ribs, reaching high to the sky with your fingers. All of that upward reach is now matched by the bending of the left knee. The arms keep reaching up as you sink down. I like what I see. Lean back just a little. If you're sitting in the crease of your hip, get out of the front leg and get into the back leg. Let's take one more breath, and then we'll take a flow. Hands down, step back, lower. I like how you're moving. Take a breath in cobra. Exhale it out as you go to down dog. Okay. Let's push back just a little bit. Feel the full expression of your down dog. And then we'll come into warrior one. Right foot steps, left foot flat in the back. Rise on the inhale. Okay. Those transitions were pretty good. So we're gonna again focus on that back leg. Ground the back foot as you're pushing back with the left foot. The left hip and the left rib are pulling forward. Let's see if we can keep all that upward reach going on, but at the same time, bend the right knee. That's it. It feels good. It looks good. There's lots of awareness and consciousness in your actions. Take one more breath, and then take a flow. Hands down, step back, lower. Some of you are putting the knees down in those transitions. Some of you are skipping the lowering and just going into a back bend. Some of you are adding double push-ups. It's all good. Just make sure whatever you're choosing, you're doing it with integrity and you're doing it with some purpose. Warrior on the other side. Left foot steps, right foot flat. Root down before you rise. Feel your feet on the ground before you reach for the sky. And then work the right side of the pose. Ground the foot, draw the right side body a little forward, the chest plate forward. So the idea is not to have the hips turned open, but to actually turn and face forward. We reach with everything that we are, and then we sink a little bit into the front leg. The ups and downs, the ins and outs, right? The lefts and rights. We're finding balance in our work. Take one more breath. Exhale, take your flow. Hands down, step back, lower. Good. Cobra on the inhale. And then downward facing dog on the exhale. All right. It's a little humid today. You guys starting to feel a little bit of that heat? Yeah? Let's push back, take a breath. And then look forward. Let's walk our feet back up to the top. Good. Lift halfway. Inhale. Hold deeply. Exhale. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Reach those arms for chair pose. And then push through both feet. Come to standing. Hands come to the heart. Nice. We're going to stand on the right leg and just lift the left knee up to the belly. Yeah, this is good. I want you to feel yourself pushing down with the right and lifting with the left. So there's two things going on here. You can feel there's two actions. Now, we're going to take the leg behind us. The left leg goes back. You keep pushing with the right foot, but you also push with the left. Keep that leg active behind you. And then come back to standing, knee to belly, lift it high. And then just put it down. Yeah, no big drama there. Try the other side. Standing on the right, lift the left. I said it wrong. Standing on the left, lift the right. There's a push and a pull, right? You feel both legs doing their thing. If they both do it equally, your balance will be better. If you get carried away with the right leg, then sometimes you throw yourself off. Now go ahead and take that right leg behind you. You feel one foot pushing the mat, the other one pushing into the space behind you. There's an active feeling in both legs. And this is dynamic movement and balance at the same time. Go ahead and come to standing. Pull the knee back up into the belly and then place it down on the mat. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, lift and lengthen, look forward. We're going to fold again on the exhale. And then bend your knees, chair pose. Sink your hips, reach your arms. All right, this time keep the arms up. Push down into your right foot, lift your left knee to your belly. So from chair pose. Yeah. Stay low in the chair. That means that right leg is working. You got to sit into the chair. Now, use the strength of that right leg and push the right leg straight. Come on up. Squeeze the knee up higher to the chest. Okay, we're going to keep the arms up overhead and now extend the leg in front of you. Push out through the heel. Now, a little save here. Bring the arms down by your sides, but lift your leg a little higher. Because you can. Ooh. And then put it down slowly. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Fold again, please. Exhale. Bend your knees for chair. And then stay in that seat. Keep the left foot grounded. Pull the right knee to the belly. Sit nice and low here. Keep the gaze forward. Keep your head up. Keep reaching up through those arms. And then let that arm's energy pull you up. Push through the left leg. Lift the right knee even higher. We're going to keep squeezing that knee to the chest as you take your arms down by your sides and then extend the leg out in front of you. A lot of energy. Push out through the heel and then lift it up. Yeah, I knew you could. And then bring it down. Nicely done. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the in-breath. Let's go to plank and lower on the exhale. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Right foot steps up, stay on the left toes. We're going to rise into high crescent lunge. So we step the right foot forward, we reach the arms up high to the sky. Now open the arms out like a T. Open them out like wings. Here we're going to have to integrate a little bit. So if you would, draw the tailbone down and squeeze a little bit on the outer hips. And then pull the belly button to the spine as you twist to the right for water wheel. Head up high. The more integration you have in the base, the more freedom you're going to find in the twist. Yeah. Pelvic floor lift, outer hips hug, belly to the spine. Lift your head a little higher. Reach more through the arms in both directions. Yes, fire up those triceps. Now in slow motion, put the left hand down on the mat. Root down into that hand, twist a little deeper. Yeah, when you have that closed chain action, you actually can access the strength of your obliques a little bit better. Take one more breath here. And then look down, put your hand down. Let's go to plank. Lower slowly. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, that wasn't bad. High crescent lunge on the left side. Left foot steps, stay on the right toes. Rise on the inhale. Yep. And we create the integration on this side too. And so if you tend to fall into the crease of the front leg, lean back. That's what we learned in the very first round of lunging, right? We want to try to open the crease on the front leg. So lean back a little bit, lift from the pelvic floor, pull the belly button to the spine, get a little hug on your outer hips, and then open the arms like a T and twist to your left side. Now, if you can really work this, like you can really feel the work around the rib cage and the waistline, you can really start a fire in the body here. The upper abdominal area creates heat and fire. So try to turn right there from the waist. Hold that feeling of turning and then slowly put the right hand down on the mat. Now turn in and twist a little more. Yeah, because you can, right? You get the little push through that right hand. You can open that left chest. Take one more breath. And then the eyes go down, the hands go down. Step into plank. Lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And just know, the slower you go, the more muscular energy you're going to engage in your body. It takes a whole lot more work to slow it down than it does to power through everything. Go ahead, push back a little, take a breath, and then look at your hands. Let's jump, step, or walk to the top of the mat. Bring the feet together, lift halfway, exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Chair pose one more time. Getting those legs nice and juicy today. Arms are going to drop down by your sides. And then take the pose up on your toes. There you go. Can you sit down in there a little lower? Lower your chest and then sweep your arms back behind you. Arms are back, collarbones are leading the way. Lower your chest. Feel how all 10 toes are doing their job right now. Yep, eyes are focused. You guys look so serious. It's awesome. Sit a little lower because I know you can, especially with those heels up. You get more access. Now, sink the heels, reach the arms. Go back to chair. Woo! Push through your feet. Let's come up, stretch tall. And then, yeah, I love how that makes you smile. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Lift and lengthen, look forward. Let's go to plank and hold. Stay in the upper push-up, please. All right, right foot is going to lift off the mat. And you're going to pull that right knee toward the chest, not toward the arms. Squeeze it right into the center, but take the gaze forward. A lot of you have dropped your head. I want you to keep looking forward, just like as if you were standing and trying to pull your knee to your chest. Push back through the left foot as you squeeze the right knee to the chest. Build that fire. Give me one more squeeze, a little tighter, and then step back and go to down dog, because I know you were holding your breath. Now, find your breath again. Promise yourself that when we go to the other side, you're going to focus on your breathing. You're going to use the breath well. All right, plank pose. Left foot lifts, left knee squeezes. And it's not just the left leg doing the work, it's the right one pushing back. Create the push and the pull. I want you to push the heel back on the right, squeeze the knee on the left. Even lift your foot away from the floor. Squeeze your hamstring. Use that left leg as much as you can. Bring the heel toward your bottom. Come on, squeeze the bottom of the leg up. Try to squeeze your heel toward your bottom. Hamstring, hamstring, hamstring. Now knee to chest, knee to chest. Yes, there it is. Go ahead, step back, and down dog. Woo! Let's walk our hands back to our feet and say hello, say good morning to our hamstrings. The feet are about hip distance apart. Go ahead and grab your ankles, let your head down for a second. Okay. Now, I'd like you to just take both hands to the right ankle and pull your head toward your shin. So a little bit off the center line. We want to make sure that we feel nice and wide and stretched across the lower back. And then take both hands to the left. It's so simple, right? Just head toward the shin. All right, find center. Bend your knees, sink your hips to about 90 degrees. Reach the arms in front of you. So the chest is low again. The hips are back, the arms are reaching forward. Yeah. Press your palms together, pull them to the heart. Now right elbow inside right knee. Let's get that lock. You know what I'm talking about. The elbow pushes into the right leg pushes into the elbow, and then exalt your arms. Oh yeah, feel the chest open wide. Look up to your left thumb, and then see what it feels like to straighten your left leg. Yeah, see if you can get the left one to straighten. Work that hamstring a little bit. Right back here, straighten. The more you straighten the left leg, the more you can open the chest up. Pull the head back. Take one more breath. And then look down, let the arm down. Soften both knees. Yeah, you can say it. Take a deep breath in. Let go of that sigh. All right, when you're ready, bend your knees 90 degrees. So you're sitting back, arms reach forward. Press the palms together, pull them into the heart, and then tuck the left elbow inside the left knee. See if you can feel that sensation of locking them into each other, and then exalt your arms. If you have a sense of how you place yourself, right, in the space around you, see if you can imagine your hips being lower than your heart, right? So hips drop, heart rises. Good. And then right leg starts to straighten. So make sure that that left hand is down. Open your feet up. Touch the fingers onto the floor and feel grounded. Press the arm into the leg. Yeah, now straighten the other one. Straighten the right one and open your chest. There it is. Spaciousness, right? Head back. Open your throat a little bit. And then look down, bring the hand down, release. We're gonna bend the knees a little. And then pull in the belly, tuck your chin and the tailbone, and come on up slowly. Are we okay? You're sweating? Yeah? Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Fold right in. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Let's walk out into plank pose. Roll over onto your right side. Go on the inner and the outer edges of your feet. Lift your left arm high to the sky. That's it. Now, can you float your left leg away from your right leg? And then pull that left knee toward the belly. Squeeze it in just a little. Good. Then extend it back down. Return to your plank pose. Lower yourself down slowly. That was amazing. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Now take a bigger clearing breath. A big inhale and then a bigger sound on the exhale. Just sigh it out. Forward into plank. We'll play on the other side. Roll onto your left side, facing right. Right arm goes up to the sky. We're going to see if we can float the right leg away from the left and then pull the knee in toward the chest. Yeah. You keep the bottom leg active as you pull the top one in and then extend it back down and return to your plank pose. Good. Lower slowly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, come into high crescent lunge. Right foot step, stay on your left toes. Okay. The arms are going to reach high to the sky. And then I want you to draw your hands to your heart. So coming back to one of the things we did at the very beginning, you're going to lean a little weight into the right leg and start floating the left leg up behind you. Keep that leg straight and active. Now, really gently release your hands to the floor. See if you can get 10 fingertips to touch down and make the weight even in your hands. Inhale, look up a little. Left leg is not too high here. Make it level with the ground, so don't lift it too high. We want to make sure that the left leg and the left hip are kind of low. Bring that down. Now, root into your left hand and twist open to the right side. If you root down into the left hand, you'll access the right chest a little better. And as you're pulling the head and chest forward, push back through your left heel. So good, everyone. Eyes go down, hands go down. Let's put our feet down together. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, one breath, chair pose. And then push through both feet and come on up. Hands come to the heart. And we're going to take a flow. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. All right, lift halfway. Inhale. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Just keeping the heat up. Yep, keep letting that detox flow. Inhale through cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left foot step, stay on the right toes. High crescent lunge. We start simple. Draw the hands to your heart, find your center line. And then we lean a little into the front leg and start floating the back leg up. The back leg needs to stay active. Even though it's in the air, it's not floating. It's straight, it's strong, it's purposeful. Everyone looks good here. Now really gently, let your fingertips touch down. Now, we usually lift the right leg too high because the hamstring's tight on the standing leg. But I want you to have some discipline here. See if you can level the hips and make that leg not too high behind you. And then we're going to push into the right hand and twist open to the left. See if you can find that access to the waist. Do you remember how you got it in the lunge? Belly to the spine, outer hip squeeze. Rooting down into the hand on the ground so you can open up the chest. Yeah, amazing. This is a pretty complex pose and you guys are doing it all over the park. This is amazing. Let's look down, put the hands down, bring your feet together on the floor at the top of the mat. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. One breath only, bend your knees, sink your hips. Let's take chair and then keep moving all the way up. Stretch tall. And then pull your hands right to your heart. Are we okay? Yeah? Let's take a flow. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Yeah. Breathing, moving. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice one. Push back just a little bit. Okay. Let's look at our hands and walk our feet right up to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold deeply. Exhale. Let's rise with a flat back. Inhale. Come all the way to standing. Reach the arms out and up. And then pull your hands right to your heart. We're going to go back to something we did way at the beginning. Push down through your right foot, but lift your left knee. Remember that push-pull. We've been finding it all throughout the whole practice. Now, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and create a lock for me. That means your hand is not going to just push your leg into the middle. Your leg is going to push out into your hand, and they're going to push the same amount. So that matching of energy is where your balance is going to come from. Now, take your left arm straight up to the sky. You're going to twist open. Keep your eyes forward at first. Really turn from your waist. Do all of the things that you've been doing. Belly to the spine, outer hip squeeze, right? Rotation from the waist. Reach back as much as you can through that left arm. Keep the lock on the left leg, and then see if you can turn your gaze and look toward your left thumb. Lots of little things to manage. And then the eyes come forward. Let's bring the hand forward. Take both arms up. This time extend the leg in front of you and lift it with your arms overhead. And then we're going to put it all down at the same time. Little burns, right? Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, fold with the knees a little soft. Take a moment. Soften wherever you can, soften the sensations. And then we'll rise with a flat back. Inhale, lifting the head, reaching up, hinge at the hips. Good, hands to heart center, other side. So the same idea here, we're going to root into the left foot. And we're going to pick the right knee up. And the simpler we keep it, the better. Now we're going to take the left hand outside the right knee, and we're going to create that lock, that beautiful place where those two energies meet. Right arm goes up. You got to keep working all of the things in the foundation. The soles of your feet. The relationship of your hand and your knee. You're going to start to reach back, but keep looking forward. Work the waistline. See if you can actually get your strength and your obliques to turn your body. There's a little squeeze on the outer hips. There's a little belly to the spine feeling. Now challenge yourself. See if you can turn and look at your right thumb. You might knock you out of the pose, but it's just because we keep adding layers of difficulty. And so we all meet our edge, and then we change it over time. We practice. Look forward. Bring the arm forward. And then take both arms up overhead. Keep reaching high to the sky, but extend the leg in front of you. This time, pick it up. And then we'll put it all down at the same time. All right, inhale, both arms reach. Soften your knees and take a forward fold. Give yourself a moment. Soften where you can. All right, with a flat back, we come on up. Really slow. Lift your head and chest, reach the arms. Hands are going to come to the heart center. Let's soften our knees. And then just take the left foot. Take a big step out to the left. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Let your toes face the long edge of your mat and bring your hands to your hips. All right, we're going to fold to a flat back. As you fold, it's really easy to let the belly fall out. So I'm going to invite you to pull that belly button to the spine and squeeze a little on the outer hips. And then put your right hand down on the mat. Root into those right fingertips and start twisting open to the left side. Now as you're twisting open to the left, start to bend your left knee. Feel the inseam on the right leg lengthen. Yeah. Keep twisting the heart space toward the sky. Left leg starts to straighten. Switch your hands. So the same idea, belly to the spine, outer hip squeeze, spine nice and long. As you're twisting open to the right, start to bend the right knee. Feel the inseam on the left leg lengthen. See if you can turn into that just a little bit more. Try not to drop the head here. Keep the spine long. Yeah. And then eyes go down, hands go down. We straighten that leg. Put your hands on your hips, empty your lungs. And with your next inhale, rise. Turn your toes out. So on both feet, we turn the toes, and then we bend the knees. Take your hands from your hips and put them on your knees, and then sit in a little deeper. And we're going to roll the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder back. Just kind of look over the left shoulder. You can take your chest a little forward as you do that. And then switch. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Change the angle on the tailbone and you'll get a different stretch in your lower back. See what you need. And then face forward, come on up, straighten your legs. Let's take a deep breath in, reach both arms high to the sky, and then open them out like a T. We're going to bend both knees here and sink in just a little bit. Think about the tailbone down and the crown of your head rising, so you're really long and tall through your spine. You've got to ground your feet so you can try to press the knees back just a little. This is really, really nice work. Keep your arms super straight. Get a little more fierce. Straighten the elbows and reach out through your fingers. And then tip so your right hand goes inside your right knee. You're reaching down with the right and up with the left, and look at the left thumb. Head back, chest open. Both knees are bent to the same degree. And then we rise back to the center. Take it to the other side. Left arm inside the left knee. Look up to that right hand. Head back, so just inside the knee, not so far. It's all about the waist. I'm trimming your waistline today. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. It was because I ate too much pasta and bread in Italy. Yeah, come back up to center. Straighten your legs. Lift your arms high to the sky. Nice. Hands to your hips as you turn your heels out and your toes in. And then take a nice forward fold. Let your head down. All right. So super easy. Walk your hands toward the front of the mat. Just walk your hands to the front of the mat, turn your feet as you do, and then put your left knee down. Let's wiggle the right foot out toward the edge of the mat and bring both hands to the inside. See if you can sink in a little bit into the front of your left hip. Get some length there. It's good. Okay. Now, optional, if you want to, you can try dropping down onto your forearm. Some of you are already there. You walk the hands a little forward and you lower down onto the elbow. Yeah, that's a woo. I get it. And the funny thing is that's a woo for all different reasons, right? Like different people have different tensions here. Some of us it's the hamstring, some of us it's the hip, right? It's just like it all depends. It could be the knee. It's a lot of different places. Okay. Let's come back up onto our hands. Root the left hand on the mat, put your right hand on your knee. Start twisting really beautifully to the right side. And then see if you can look over your shoulder, look over your elbow. Do you see your left foot there at the back of the mat? Can you bend your left knee and reach back? Maybe grab your foot. Yeah, right there. Oh, it's sweet. See if you can keep the right foot flat though. Yeah, stay grounded. So nice, everyone. Let the foot pull the chest open just a little bit more. Instead of squeezing the heel towards your bottom, kick it back, open the spine, Yes, draw the head back. Straighten your arm. Pull, pull, pull. Yep. And then let it go gently. Tuck your left toes and take a big step back to down dog. Paddle your feet. Say it. All right. So we're going to go really simple. Left foot forward, right knee to the mat. Drop the knee down, just wiggle it a little wide and move your hands to the inside. So we've been doing a lot of things. Right now I want you to feel. I want you to feel what's going on in the hips and the hamstrings. Maybe you can drop a little bit into the front of your right hip. It's optional, but you could take it down onto the forearms. And that's not possible for everyone. Our proportions, our flexibility are different. So you just see what works for you. And see if you can abide in it. See if you can just stay in what you chose. If your body is saying, hell no, get out. Go back to where you were somewhat comfortable. Yoga is always teaching us about sustainability. Teaches us to work smart, not hard. Pushes the boundaries. Okay. So it looks like you found some peace here. Let's just come back onto the hands. You're going to keep the right hand on the ground, but put the left hand up on the knee. Look at all of you going for the bind already. We haven't even twisted yet, right? So get the body in rotation. Get all those actions, belly to the spine, outer hip squeeze, like turning, using your arms to help you turn the chest open. And then look toward the back of your mat. Can you see your foot? If you can, then bend the knee. See if that foot comes up in the air. If it's right there and you think you could reach back and grab it, do it. If it feels like it's so far away, just let it back down. And then use that bind. Use the foot grab. Remember how we created a lock with the knee and the elbow earlier? It's the same thing here. The foot and the hand are in a lock. And instead of just squeezing your heel towards your bottom, kick it back and let it open the twist for you. Draw the head back, open the chest. Yeah, like pull the foot, pull the arm, enjoy it. You've got some weight there on your right hand. You can do it. Yep, make space. And then let it go with some grace. Look down, put the foot down, put your hand down. We're going to tuck the right toes and step back to down dog. Paddle the feet a little. And then we'll come forward into plank. Lower down, super slow this time. Slower than the whole practice. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog for the last time today. So feel the down dog. Make it the best down dog you've done the whole practice. Your body's the most open it's going to be. So use strength in your arms and your legs. Lift your hips a little higher. And then if you would, please come to a seated position. For some of you, you've made it through the hardest part. And for some of you, the hardest part has just begun. We're wired differently. No judgments, just observation. See if you can align your posture well and then just sit in the stillness. Hold your head up, hold your heart up. Feel how the alignment puts less stress on your body. Pull your attention to your breath so that your mind isn't so wild. These are the teachings of yoga. Align your body in a particular way, infuse it with the breath. Use your skills to quiet your mind, to interrupt the stirring. And to help you find your way home, back to yourself. Not that we're not ourselves, when we're walking through life. But so much of how we do step through our lives is influenced by the external. And these little moments remind us about what's going on inside. It's not encouraged in our culture, but I'm going to continue to encourage us to go inward, to have accountability for our words, our actions, our thoughts, the way we treat ourselves. I think we all know that we have the most growth when we really look at ourselves and we look at the truth. And sometimes that means celebrating the best attributes, the best parts of ourselves. Sometimes it's forgiving the shadow. How can we do it if we don't look? So these few moments here could be confrontational. I think it's a lot easier to do push-ups and bend my body into different shapes than it is to just sit with myself quietly. And that's why I know how important it is. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in that moment. Go ahead and take your right hand to your left knee. Take the sweetest, most gentle twist to the left side. Not the deepest one, without all the integrations, just like a really nice, sweet softening of the shape. And then bring it around to the other side. Again, with the sweet softening of the shape. Let the aggression go. Come back to center. Maintain your sensitivity as you lay yourself down onto your back. Pull the right knee into the belly. Extend your left leg long. Get that push and that pull. And really gently take a twist to the left side. Just wringing out some tension. Soften where you can. Roll it around through the center. I know that walk. All right, switching sides. Left knee in, right leg out. A little push-pull and then a twist over to the right. Listening for the sound of your own breath. Go ahead and draw yourself back to the center, pulling both knees in gently. And then keep holding your knees, but just open the knees a little wide. As you pull the knees out wide, press your tailbone really gently down. So you're getting a little bit of space there in the hips, but a readjustment and a release in the lower back. Knees wide, tailbone down. And if you feel like you want to go to happy baby, do it. If you're happy where you are, don't ruin it. And we'll just give ourselves a couple of breaths right here. Go ahead and release our feet. Put our feet down onto the mat. Turn the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop open. Every breath, every moment we get a little softer. Let your hands come to rest on your body. Maybe the right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly. No, let's switch it. Left hand belly, right hand heart. Did I say it wrong again? I think I said it wrong again. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. Yeah, distraction. Just be. We'll take our arms up over our heads, palms facing up, shoulders open. Take a few breaths here. Feel the cool breeze on your skin. Just start to let the cool down happen. Breathe gently and steadily. Leave our arms up, but start to close the knees back into the center line. And then open the feet a little wide. Take them out toward the edges of the mat. And we'll let both knees tip over to the right side. If it feels good just to let the weight of the legs hang there, just let them be. If you feel like you want to give them a little push, you might lengthen a little in the IT band. Get a little release there. If this push feels like too much, don't do it. We listen to the sensations, we honor the sensations. And then we just bring those knees up through the center and over to the other side. What a blessing that breeze is. Hard to believe it's September in South Florida. Go ahead and bring it back up to the center. Bring your arms down by your sides. Let them really come to rest long by your body with the palms facing up. And then extend your legs all the way down and come into your final resting pose. Shavasana. another opportunity to be in the stillness, to simply trust the process. Go ahead and start to bring your breath back into your awareness. Just savor the sweetness of the stillness for just one more moment. In your own way, in your own time, you can start to stretch and move however it feels right for you. Pull yourself together and find your way into a seated position. Sit up tall in a way that feels like you're honoring yourself. We root our tail, we raise our crown. We become a connection between the heaven and the earth. Each of us, a conduit for energy. And as my brilliant friend Lydia says, as we sit, we remember that our presence matters, no more than and no less than anyone else's. Let's bring our hands together at the heart. Take a deep breath in with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Peace Peace. Perfect. Peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to that happiness and to that freedom for all, so that we may all know peace. Peace. Perfect. Peace. Namaste, my friends. Wow, it's good to be back. Namaste to all, to everyone. I never really mean to have my back to anyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for a beautiful morning. I do have one announcement to make. A lot of you know that I've been doing the retreats, and my retreat for Africa, which is coming up in October, has been sold out for a year. And just this week, I got word from one of my travelers that they are not going to be able to come. So I have one tent available. She was doing a single tent all on her own. It is now open. So if anyone is interested, it could be a single or a double. The information is on my website. I'm also here and available to talk about it. If you have any questions. It is an amazing experience. We're going to be in the Masai Mara, which is in Kenya. We're going to land in Nairobi. And we're going to spend a few nights in 2 different properties, so we get 2 different sort of views of the wildlife in the area. It's the Northern Conservancy. We're going to visit a giraffe sanctuary and an elephant orphanage. So there'll be a little bit of conservation work woven in. If you're interested in that, it's an amazing photography opportunity and just a life-changing experience. I know it's short notice. Trips like this we often plan really far in advance, but all the logistics are in place. So really you just need to register and get a flight. And the flights really aren't that bad if you want to sit in coach, right? We are flying through London, so it's going to be British Airways. If you want to do the group flight, I can give you all of the details, or you're welcome to find any flight that gets into Nairobi around the same time that we get in. So I can walk you through all of the details. You just need to get your ticket and register, and then I will help you with the visa and the insurance. So if you're interested, come talk to me or email me. You know how to find me, Leslie Glickman or Yoga Journey. You can get me through either source. Everything's all connected in the web. So yeah, think about it. Or if you know somebody that's been like bucket list, you know, Africa, let me know. And that's it. Have a beautiful Saturday. Yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Hi. Hi, nice to see you. You're so welcome.
You can hit her.
Okay, it's yogajourney.com.
That work.
You're